Millions of years ago, where land met sea, the Pacific coast began to take shape. Not gently, but with the violence of crashing tectonic plates, relentless waves sculpting the edges of a continent. This wasn't just the end of the land. It was the beginning of something wild, restless, and untamed. Cliffs crumbled into ocean spray, and tide pools filled with strange and ancient life. Today, you can walk this same shoreline, from Washington's rugged sea stacks to Oregon's windswept dunes down to California's golden coves. But beneath the sound of waves lies a deeper rhythm, a story told in salt, stone, and silence. This is the Pacific Coast, a place where earth breathes, water speaks, and time erodes everything but wonder. So how did this margin of America become a living edge between two worlds? What mysteries drift in with each tide, and what truths sleep beneath the sand? Stay close, because what you're about to discover is a coast unlike any other. And you might find yourself asking, why didn't anyone ever show me this side of the Pacific before? The Hoh Rainforest, deep inside Washington's Olympic Peninsula, holds what experts call the quietest spot in the United States. It's not marked by a tower or a monument, but by a tiny red stone, placed gently on a mossy log in 2005. This small marker, only 1 square inch in size, represents something much bigger, a stand to protect natural silence. It was placed by Gordon Hempton, an acoustic ecologist who spent years searching for a place where no human sounds could interrupt nature. Here, you can sit for 20 minutes and hear nothing but the wind in the trees, the soft rustle of deer, and the distant whisper of the Hoh River. With more than 140 inches of rain a year, this forest grows giant spruce trees, carpets of ferns and hanging moss that muffles every step. Hempton believed that if we could protect just 1 square inch of silence, we could protect the entire ecosystem around it. Today, people come from around the world, not just to see this green wonderland, but to listen and remember what the earth sounded like before we filled it with noise. Now, before we move on to the next destination, here's a fun question for you. Which of the following states is not located on the Pacific coast of the United States? Comment your guess. Rialto Beach sits on Washington's Pacific coast, near Morro Campground, where the Quileute River meets the ocean's edge. The beach blends coastal forest and sandy shoreline, offering wide views of rugged sea stacks and offshore rock formations beyond the waves. It lies just north of the Quileute River, directly across from the southern stretch of La Push Beach's dramatic coastal scenery. Magician Claude Alexander Conlin named it Rialto, inspired by the famous theater chain he admired during his successful career. Storm-driven waves leave behind a tree graveyard where massive driftwood logs rest across the beach, like nature's scattered weathered monuments. Cape Flattery, the northwesternmost point of the continental United States, is a place where ancient stories linger beyond the reach of time. For the Maka people, who have called this land home for millennia, it remains sacred, a meeting place of sea, earth, and spirit. Long before maps, lighthouses, or wooden walkways, the Maka believed guardian spirits watched from these cliffs, protecting their people from unseen threats. Just offshore lies Tatoosh Island, once the site of powerful rituals, its name meaning Thunderbird's Nest in the Makah language and tradition. The ocean roars below, steady and fierce. Look out across the mist, over jagged rocks shaped by centuries, and you'll feel the presence of something far older than yourself. At Cape Flattery, you are not simply at land's end. You are standing in the space between worlds, where legend still breathes. Here, every gust of wind and wave that crashes ashore carries echoes of memory, myth, and the spirit of the coast. If you are watching this, please click the subscribe button in the corner of the screen. It's completely free, but means a lot to us. Olympic National Park in Washington spans 373,000 hectares of mountains, dense forests, and dramatic coastline along the Pacific Ocean. Rocky sea stacks and offshore islets shape the wild coastline, while glaciers form at surprisingly low mountain elevations inland. Heavy rainfall and steep slopes create diverse habitats, including alpine meadows, snow-capped peaks, temperate rainforests, and deep river valleys. This variety supports rare wildlife and one of the richest ecosystems of plants and animals in the entire country. "95% of Olympic is protected wilderness, offering vast undeveloped land with few buildings, roads, or signs of civilization. Removing 2 dams from the Elwha River allowed salmon to return upstream, restoring a long-lost natural migration route. Researchers study climate trends, wildlife health and water conditions to ensure future protection of Olympics-sensitive and diverse environments. Introduced mountain goats damaged native plants, prompting efforts to remove them and rebalance the fragile alpine ecosystems they disrupted. A visit to Olympic National Park revealed stunning landscapes, rich biodiversity, and deep connections between nature, culture, and conservation work. Many consider Ruby Beach to be among the most breathtaking spots on the Olympic Peninsula. The beach is famous for its dramatic shoreline, scattered with sea stacks and enormous piles of driftwood. Visitors are drawn to its rugged beauty, where vivid sunsets meet wild, wave-carved rocks. Ruby Beach is part of the larger Kalaloch area, which offers nearly 20 miles of undeveloped coastline. Just north of the beach lies the mouth of the Hoh River, about 2 miles from the main access point. Along the shore, sea stacks like Abbey Island and Destruction Island stand as silent sentinels of the Pacific's erosion power. The name Ruby Beach comes from red garnet minerals called almandite, found in the sand. These minerals form deep underground under extreme pressure and are shaped into 12-sided crystals. Over time, the garnets are transported to the beach by rivers flowing from the Olympic Mountains. Originally, scientists believed they came from glaciers during the last ice age, but newer research points to local rocks as the source. On the beach, the garnets become concentrated into dark patches by wave action. Ruby Beach lies within a tsunami hazard zone, so visitors should be aware of safety information for coastal areas. The surrounding cliffs and sea stacks tell a geologic story of ancient oceans, volcanic debris, and tectonic uplift. Much of the coastline is composed of the Hoh assemblage, layers of sediment once deposited underwater and later pushed onto the continent. Cannon Beach holds a deep historical significance beyond its stunning shoreline and sea stacks. The area was originally home to the Tillamook people, who lived and thrived along this coastal region for centuries. In 1806, members of the Lewis and Clark expedition journeyed south from Fort Clatsop to retrieve whale blubber from a beached gray whale. That expedition marked one of the earliest recorded American explorations of the northern Oregon coast. The town's name originates from a naval cannon that washed ashore from a wrecked schooner in the 1840s. That cannon was part of the U.S. Navy schooner Shark, which broke apart near the Columbia River bar. Its discovery gave rise to the name Cannon Beach, replacing its earlier name, Ecola, based on a Chinook word for whale. In the late 19th century, Cannon Beach began to grow as a small coastal settlement with fishing and logging activity. A railroad connection helped connect the area to Portland, bringing economic development and increased public interest. Hotels, businesses, and coastal cottages started to appear in the early 1900s as part of a quiet seaside community. The 1964 Alaska earthquake triggered a tsunami that struck the Oregon coast, including Cannon Beach, causing significant local damage. Following the tsunami, the town rebuilt and implemented stronger emergency measures for coastal safety and education. Despite its small size, the area remains rich with cultural memory, indigenous heritage, and stories shaped by the sea. Have you ever seen fog covering the ocean or cliffs in the morning? Comment 2 if you have, and comment 4 if you haven't. Cape Blanco, located at the westernmost point of Oregon, sits high above the Pacific Ocean and offers stunning views of the rugged coastline. The park is home to the historic Cape Blanco Lighthouse, built in 1870, making it the oldest standing lighthouse on the Oregon coast. The lighthouse grounds are accessible via a short quarter-mile walk, though the road is closed to public vehicles. More than 8 miles of hiking trails wind through the park, leading to ocean viewpoints, beach access, and fishing spots along the Sixes River. Cape Blanco's remote beauty and rich history make it a must-see for anyone exploring the Oregon coast. The combination of natural splendor and cultural heritage offers a unique, enriching experience. It's a place where trails, timeless stories, and sweeping coastal vistas come together for a truly memorable visit. Whether you're coming for the trails or the tales of the past, Cape Blanco leaves a lasting impression. Newport is a well-known coastal destination in Oregon that attracts many people because of its natural beauty. Located on Oregon's west coast, Newport has a rich history as an important fishing and trading port in the 1800s. Over time, Newport has rapidly grown into a popular resort town, offering numerous attractions for visitors to enjoy. People visiting Newport can take part in activities like touring lighthouses, walking along the beach, and whale watching. This coastal city is also famous for its seafood restaurants that serve a wide variety of fresh, delicious dishes. In addition to natural attractions, Newport offers museums and art galleries that provide a rich cultural experience. We gather info from many sources. If you spot anything off or have something to add, drop it in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Unlike any other lighthouse in Oregon, the Yaquina Bay Lighthouse attracts over 75,000 visitors every year. Built in 1871, this historic wooden lighthouse stands at the mouth of Yaquina Bay in Newport, Oregon. The lighthouse stopped functioning in 1874 after the larger Yaquina Head Lighthouse was constructed nearby. Later on, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers and the U.S. Coast Guard used the lighthouse for various purposes. In 1996, the lighthouse was restored and relit as a privately maintained navigational aid for boats. Many believe it to be the oldest surviving building still standing in the city of Newport. The site was added to the National Register of Historic Places following its restoration and furnishing. Cape Kiwanda is a nature preserve in Pacific City, Oregon, famous for its stunning sandstone cliffs and dunes. The iconic 320-foot haystack rock stands offshore, making the area one of Oregon's most photographed coastal spots. Indigenous tribes originally inhabited the land before it became a popular destination for tourists and nature lovers. Although it is the smallest point on the Three Capes scenic loop, Cape Kiwanda offers some of the wildest scenery. Several high-quality resorts provide comfortable accommodations for those wishing to stay near the coastline. Due to the rugged and sometimes dangerous terrain, guests are encouraged to follow safety signs and respect guardrails. Monitoring tides carefully is essential to avoid accidents while exploring the beaches and coastal trails around the preserve. About 95 miles southwest of Portland, Cape Kiwanda is an ideal escape for anyone wanting to explore Oregon's wilderness. The beautiful landscape combines blue ocean waters with expansive skies, offering a relaxing and refreshing atmosphere. This coastal area is known for its stunning natural scenery and a wide range of outdoor activities. The region has a rich history as home to indigenous tribes before becoming a popular destination for travelers. High cliffs, dense pine forests, and pristine beaches combine to create a dramatic and beautiful landscape. Many hiking trails and scenic lookouts offer opportunities to explore and appreciate the surrounding environment. Historic lighthouses and powerful ocean waves crashing against rocky shores add to the unique experience. A harmonious blend of forest and sea creates a peaceful atmosphere perfect for relaxation and reflection. This location provides a wonderful chance to enjoy coastal beauty while breathing in fresh ocean air. Located at the mouth of the Coquille River, Bandon sits on headlands above sandy beaches with famous sea stacks. The town was established in 1873 by George Bennett, who named it after his hometown in Ireland. Since its founding in 1891, Bandon has served as an important shipping port and popular coastal recreation area. The wild landscape, vast beaches, and majestic sea stacks like Face Rock make the town especially beautiful. A quiet old town neighborhood offers charming streets where people can enjoy fresh seafood and browse local crafts. Cranberry farming has played a vital role in the economy since 1885, giving Bandon its cranberry capital nickname. This destination is ideal for those who appreciate peaceful atmospheres combined with breathtaking natural scenery and culture. Often described as a wild land, Big Sur is celebrated not only for its natural beauty, but also for its peaceful simplicity. This region is a haven for those seeking untouched landscapes and the calm that only nature can truly provide. No number of poetic words can fully express the awe-inspiring scenery gifted by Mother Nature to this coastal paradise. Among the most emotional highlights of any journey here is the famous McQuay Falls, located within Julia Pfeiffer Burns State Park. From afar, McQuay Falls looks like a dream, a delicate ribbon of water tumbling down rugged cliffs into the turquoise sea. What makes McQuay Falls so rare is that it's one of the only California waterfalls that drops directly onto the beach. The beach below features smooth white sand and glistening blue water, creating an irresistible spot for nature lovers and photographers. A nearby overlook can be reached by a short trail, offering close-up views while protecting the fragile ecosystem beneath. The experience of standing there with ocean air in your lungs and waves crashing below is deeply peaceful and humbling. This site is ideal for relaxing, capturing stunning photos, or simply enjoying a moment of connection with the natural world. Continuing along the Pacific Coast Highway, travelers are met with endless vistas of cliffs, forests, and crashing waves. Known as Highway 1, this iconic route winds through Big Sur and offers unforgettable panoramic views at nearly every turn. Each stop reveals new wonders, from sea stacks and wildflowers to dramatic coastal drop-offs and hidden coves. Driving this road is not merely transportation. It becomes part of the adventure, blending journey and destination into one experience. What country or region would you like to explore next? Share it in the comments, and let's discover it together in the next video. Redwood National and State Parks lie along the northernmost stretch of California's coastline, close to the Oregon border. Spanning about 60 miles, the parks are home to 4 visitor centers scattered from north to south. This area comprises 1 national park alongside 3 state parks, located within Del Norte and Humboldt counties. These parks safeguard the endangered coast redwood, scientifically called Sequoia sempervirens, the tallest and among the largest tree species worldwide. In 1980, the United Nations recognized the parks as a World Heritage Site, and in 2023, local indigenous tribes created a marine stewardship area to preserve the coastal ecosystem. Entry to the parks is free, with exceptions for special permits, and visitors have access to roughly 200 miles of trails for camping, hiking, biking, and horseback riding. This secluded shoreline is famous for its dramatic cliffs, strong surf, and breathtaking ocean views. It's well known among surfers and adventurers for its challenging access and uncrowded atmosphere. Part of the area is also recognized as one of the few clothing-optional beaches in the state. Bolinas Lagoon is a 1,100-acre tidal estuary in Marin County, California, recognized for its ecological significance and diverse habitats. The lagoon supports a rich variety of marine, terrestrial, and plant species, providing essential ecosystem services and recreational opportunities. Over the years, habitat alterations and climate change impacts have threatened the lagoon's health and functionality. It's often regarded as the most photographed object along the iconic coastal route now known as Highway 1. After exhaustive engineering studies, planners narrowed their options to either build a long tunnel with a short inland bridge or construct a high coastal bridge. The deep V-shaped canyon, only about 100 feet wide at the bottom with unstable granite cliffs, presented significant structural challenges for designers. Concerns about safety, scenic value, and coastal accessibility led officials to select the dramatic coastal bridge design over the tunnel alternative. Ward Engineering Company from San Francisco won the construction contract for $202,334 on August 13, 1931, signaling the start of this ambitious project. Concrete placement began on November 27, 1931, and after a year of careful work, construction finished on October 15, 1932, followed by formal dedication in late November. Building the bridge required astonishing amounts of material: 300,000 board feet of timber falsework, 4,700 cubic yards of rock and earth excavation, and 45,000 sacks of cement. Transporting materials across the canyon involved suspended platforms and slings on cables 300 feet above the creek, highlighting engineering ingenuity of the era. Concrete was chosen over steel to reduce both initial construction and long-term maintenance costs, with cement delivered from Davenport and San Andreas. Led by General Superintendent E.C. Panton, the wooden falsework took 2 months alone to construct, masterfully resisting high winds and tidal forces. Notable engineers such as C.H. Purcell, F.W. Panhorst, and I.O. Yolstrom contributed to the bridge's design and construction supervision. Of all 5 bridges built on the 30-mile coastal stretch, Bixby Creek Bridge remains the most admired and enduring symbol of California's rugged beauty. Rocks, often overlooked amid darting lizards and climbing hillsides, hold an immense wealth of geological information beneath our footsteps. They lack the charisma of migrating birds or blooming flowers, yet rocks offer a deep and tangible connection to Earth's ancient past. Through their colors, textures, and mineral composition, rocks serve as intricate history books etched into the natural landscape. Morro Rock, a striking volcanic plug at Morro Bay, exemplifies how rocks preserve stories dating back almost 30 million years. Geologists examine its crystalline structure closely, identifying minerals like feldspar, quartz, and hornblende to unravel its igneous origins. The distinctive porphyritic texture of Morro Rock, with larger visible phenocrysts embedded in a finer-grained ground mass, indicates a 2-stage cooling process. This texture, akin to a partially blended smoothie, reveals that some crystals had time to grow large before the magma hardened rapidly. Such crystallographic evidence allows scientists to infer whether formation occurred deep underground or erupted near the surface. Montara State Beach is a striking coastal spot located just off Highway 1, known for its clean waters and dramatic scenery. Nestled between sandstone cliffs and the restless Pacific Ocean, the beach feels both wild and intimate. Framed by a series of rugged headlands to the north, it captures the attention of drivers who often find themselves pulling over just to admire the view. From the roadside, visitors can gaze down at a wide, sandy expanse bordered by steep bluffs and hear the constant roar of the surf. The northern horizon is layered with rocky outcrops, while Montara Mountain rises in the east with hiking trails that crisscross McNee Ranch. On the south side, a low ridge dotted with greenery and dark coastal rocks leads toward the quiet town of Montara. Access to the beach comes via several trails from parking lots above, some of which cut through vibrant spring wildflowers and hardy coastal vegetation. The most scenic route is a wooden staircase from the northernmost lot, though it sometimes ends in a pool of standing water. Caution is advised, as some trails are steeper and more eroded than others. Though swimming is discouraged due to strong riptides, surfers continue to chase waves here year-round. Visitors will find open sand, volleyball posts, and sweeping ocean views perfect for relaxing or whale watching during migration season. From November to April, gray whales often pass offshore, joined by sea lions, dolphins, and seabirds. For travelers looking to stay overnight, the nearby Point Montara Lighthouse even offers budget-friendly lodging. Whether for a quick stop or a full day outdoors, Montara State Beach offers one of the most scenic, peaceful escapes along the California coast. San Simeon is a village located in San Luis Obispo County, California, along the Pacific Ocean, with views of San Simeon Bay. The area was part of a Mexican land grant in 1840, which George Hearst, father of publisher William Randolph Hearst, purchased in 1865. Hearst later acquired the nearby ranchos Santa Rosa and San Simeon. San Simeon boasts dramatic coastal cliffs and expansive ocean vistas, making it an ideal spot for spontaneous photography. Visitors can discover the stunning coastline and unexpected attractions in the region. A highlight is the Piedras Blancas elephant seal rookery, where visitors can observe elephant seals on the shore, especially during the winter months when they give birth. Nestled along a dramatic stretch of Southern California coastline, Torrey Pines State Beach unfolds at the base of towering sandstone cliffs. Coastal erosion has sculpted these impressive 300-foot cliffs into visually striking natural formations that change color throughout the day. Surfers flock to the northern section for consistently powerful winter swells, while swimmers enjoy the calmer southern waters. Visitors descend from the bluff on the steep beach trail, emerging onto a broad sandy shore ideal for sunbathing. The adjacent State Natural Reserve preserves rare Torrey pine woodlands, sandstone canyons, and coastal chaparral ecosystems, spanning roughly 1,750 acres. Nearly 8 miles of interconnected trails, including Guy Fleming and Razor Point, offer unforgettable ocean vistas and wildlife viewing opportunities. Tide pool exploration at Flat Rock near the southern end reveals colorful marine life during low tides on calm days. Whale watchers often spot migrating gray and humpback whales from the cliff overlooks in winter and early spring. Bird enthusiasts delight in sightings of species such as California gnatcatchers, red-tailed hawks, and Anna's hummingbirds flitting among the trees. Inland on the reserve's trails, wildlife including bobcats, coyotes, raccoons, rabbits, and rattlesnakes inhabit the chaparral and canyon environments. The iconic Torrey pine, one of the world's rarest pines, thrives uniquely here and on Santa Rosa Island, rendering the area ecologically significant. These resilient trees exhibit sculptural bonsai-like forms due to persistent salt-laden coastal winds, sculpting their branches over time. Avoiding marked trails near unstable cliffs significantly reduces the risk of falls, rock slides, and serious injury to both visitors and fragile coastal ecosystems. As the sun dips below the horizon, the sky ignites in hues of orange and pink, creating awe-inspiring sunsets over Torrey Pines State Beach. In 1905, Abbot Kinney transformed a marshy stretch of Southern California coastline into a vibrant resort town named Venice of America. Inspired by his travels to Italy, Kinney envisioned a seaside community complete with canals, gondolas, and Venetian-style architecture. The grand opening on July 4, 1905, featured yacht races and swimming competitions, band concerts, fireworks, and the unveiling of 16 miles of canals. Kinney even imported gondoliers from Europe to navigate the newly constructed waterways, adding an authentic touch to his vision. The mile-long beach, with its gentle slope, became a major attraction, offering visitors a perfect spot for relaxation and recreation. Cottages and housekeeping tents were available for rent, accommodating the influx of visitors eager to experience the seaside paradise. One of the pier's main attractions was the saltwater plunge, offering visitors the choice between heated or ocean temperature bathing experiences. The population swelled rapidly, with weekend crowds ranging from 50,000 to 150,000, earning Venice the nickname Playland of the Pacific. Tragically, Abbot Kinney passed away on November 4th of 1920, leaving his eldest son to oversee the business. Just a month later, the amusement pier was destroyed by fire, sparing only a few attractions. Although rebuilt and operational 6 months later, the pier suffered another devastating fire in 1924, leading to the destruction of the entire complex. By 1925, the growing population and deteriorating infrastructure made Venice's politics unmanageable, prompting its annexation to Los Angeles through a special election. The discovery of oil in 1929 led to the establishment of 450 oil wells in the area, further altering the landscape and contributing to the decline of the remaining canals. Venice Beach stands as a testament to its rich history, blending elements of its past with a vibrant, eclectic present. Running along the Pacific coastline from Baja California to the Olympic Peninsula, Highway 1 is an iconic and scenic drive. The most breathtaking stretch spans 139 miles from Monterey to Morro Bay, where ocean views meet rugged cliffs and wilderness. Dr. John L. D. Roberts, originally from New York, founded Seaside and later envisioned a faster coastal route for emergencies. One shipwreck forced him to travel 4 grueling hours to Point Sur, convincing him of the urgent need for a road. He began documenting and photographing the land between San Simeon and Carmel, making him the first informal surveyor of the area. Construction of Highway 1 officially began in 1919 with an early cost estimate of $1.5 million and a monumental engineering effort. Funding was secured through federal aid and a 1921 voter-approved state bond, setting the project in full motion. Labor came from San Quentin Prison, where inmates were paid modest wages and earned sentence reductions for their intense manual work. £70,000 of dynamite carved through solid granite and marble, permanently altering the coastal terrain for transportation access. The most difficult section to build stretched 65 miles, with more than 10 million cubic yards of rock blasted away. Among the 33 bridges, the Bixby Bridge is the most famous, constructed with 6,600 cubic yards of concrete and 600,000 pounds of steel. Weather remains a challenge, as winter landslides frequently close sections of the road until maintenance crews can restore access. Tourists driving this highway can visit world-class sites like Carmel Mission, Hearst Castle, Point Lobos, and California's first theater in Monterey. Although it cost $10 million and took nearly 2 decades, Highway 1 remains one of California's most legendary achievements. First glimpsed by European explorers in the early 17th century, Carmel appeared on nautical charts following Vizcaíno's coastal mapping expedition. By the mid-1800s, American pioneers acquired mission lands and launched ranching operations, gradually turning the area into a rural settlement. At the turn of the 20th century, developers subdivided the ranch lands and marketed the area as an idyllic artist's village by the sea. Following the devastating 1906 San Francisco earthquake, writers, painters, and bohemians migrated to Carmel, transforming it into a celebrated creative enclave. Soon after, in 1905, the Carmel Arts and Crafts Club began hosting public exhibitions, solidifying the town's reputation as a center for cultural expression. By 1910, the Forest Theater had opened, becoming one of the oldest continuous outdoor performance venues on the West Coast. After formal incorporation in 1916, Carmel by the Sea enacted strict ordinances to preserve its unique village aesthetic and resist commercialization. During the 1920s, architect Hugh Comstock designed whimsical storybook cottages that became an enduring symbol of Carmel's romantic architectural style. Soon afterward, in 1928, the Harrison Memorial Library opened its doors, reinforcing the community's emphasis on education and public enrichment. Mid-century civic leaders enacted strict zoning laws, prohibiting streetlights, house numbers, sidewalks, and chain businesses to maintain Carmel's unspoiled character. Then, in 1986, actor-director Clint Eastwood was elected mayor and introduced pragmatic civic initiatives, such as restoring Mission Ranch and allowing ice cream sales. Centuries before European explorers arrived, the Tongva people inhabited the Santa Monica area, residing near Curuvungna Springs. During 1769, Father Juan Crispi from the Portola expedition camped by the springs, noticing their likeness to St. Monica's tears. Throughout the early 1800s, the land was included in Mexican land grants such as Rancho San Vicente by Santa Monica. The founding of Santa Monica occurred in 1875, led by Colonel Robert S. Baker and Senator John P. Jones, aiming for a busy port. Although their port plans did not succeed, the town developed into a seaside resort, famed for its scenic charm. Following incorporation in 1886, rapid expansion took place, with commercial buildings emerging along 2nd and 3rd Streets. By 1896, electric trolleys linked Santa Monica to Los Angeles, promoting commuting and boosting the local economy. Construction of the original Santa Monica Pier was completed in 1909, initially serving as a municipal pier and later becoming an amusement hub. In 1916, Charles Loof created the Pleasure Pier, introducing attractions such as the Luff Hippodrome and a carousel. The 1920s brought the La Monica Ballroom, which hosted grand dance events and enriched the city's nightlife. Economic downturns and natural decay challenged the pier during the 1930s, causing several periods of decline. Strong community opposition in the 1970s halted plans to demolish the pier, ensuring its preservation. Ownership of the pier transferred to the city by 1974, which initiated restoration to protect its historical significance. Damage from powerful storms in 1983 necessitated major repairs and strengthened the pier's structure. The Santa Monica Pier stands as a historic icon, attracting millions of visitors annually. Tucked along California's central coast, Morro Bay offers visitors stunning ocean views and a peaceful small-town atmosphere. Shimmering in the early morning light, the bay reflects the quiet beauty of nature untouched by heavy development. Towering majestically, Morro Rock rises from the ocean like a sentinel, guarding the harbor with ancient volcanic pride. As waves gently lap against the shore, sea otters float on their backs, cracking shells with playful skill. By the time the sun reaches its peak, the beach comes alive with families, surfers, and beachcombing adventurers. Fishermen return to the docks with their fresh catches, greeted by seagulls hoping for an easy meal. Locals often stroll along the Embarcadero, stopping to admire boats, art galleries, and colorful waterfront shops. With every tide change, the estuary reveals hidden sandbars, tide pools, and feeding grounds for hundreds of bird species. Evenings bring golden sunsets that reflect off the water, creating postcard-perfect views loved by photographers worldwide. Known for its environmental awareness, the town encourages responsible tourism and marine life protection. Hikers venture into nearby trails at Montana de Oro, where wildflowers bloom and cliffs drop dramatically into the sea. Egrets, herons, and falcons soar above the wetlands, offering a paradise for nature watchers and bird enthusiasts. Founded as a fishing village, Morro Bay still proudly celebrates its maritime history and coastal traditions. With its mild climate and slow pace, the town attracts artists, writers, and retirees seeking inspiration and calm. From sunrise to sunset, Morro Bay reveals its charm, blending natural beauty, wildlife, and coastal culture effortlessly. Historians trace La Jolla's history back thousands of years to the original Kumeyaay people who lived along the coast. These early inhabitants built shelters, gathered food from the sea, and created tools from stone and shell. Spanish explorers arrived in the 1700s and began mapping the coastline, including the curved bay of La Jolla. In the 1800s, Mexican landowners claimed this area as part of large ranchos used for cattle grazing. After California became part of the United States, developers gradually divided the land and sold it to settlers. By the late 19th century, La Jolla started growing as a beach destination for artists, writers, and vacationers. Developers built roads, homes, and hotels, turning the quiet coastal land into a lively seaside neighborhood. In the early 1900s, the famous La Jolla Women's Club helped shape the town's cultural and architectural identity. Local citizens supported the construction of schools, libraries, and parks to strengthen the growing beach community. The University of California established UC San Diego nearby in the 1960s, bringing research and academic energy. Artists and scientists both found inspiration in La Jolla's natural beauty and open-minded local culture. Throughout the 20th century, the beach gained fame not only for recreation, but also for its educational institutions. Waves of new residents arrived over the decades, bringing new ideas while respecting the town's historical roots. Modern La Jolla blends historic charm with innovation, balancing preservation with thoughtful growth. Anyone walking along La Jolla Beach today steps across layers of history shaped by many generations. Though the structure quickly failed, it set the groundwork for modern flood control systems used today. By altering the water's course, engineers created a new drainage outlet, changing how fresh water reached the ocean. Recreational interest began in the late 1800s as hunting and fishing structures appeared near the water. Severe flooding eventually swept away those early developments, proving the area needed better design and protection. Years later, a local Chamber of Commerce committee proposed a bold plan to boost tourism and economic diversity. Motivated by this vision, city officials embraced the idea of transforming the marsh into a public recreation space. As the decade ended, crews began massive dredging and filling operations to shape the future landscape. More than 25 million cubic yards of earth were moved to form the artificial peninsulas and inlets. Time and human effort gradually replaced wild wetlands with what became one of the country's largest water parks. Levees now line both sides of the river, preventing it from flowing freely into the former marsh. A single weir near the inlet allows minimal flow, serving as a controlled reminder of the area's changing past. Development efforts began in the 1940s and extended into the 1960s, converting a once vast tidal marsh into dry land. Centuries earlier, a Spanish explorer named the area False Bay, after observing it along his coastal journey in 1542. For generations, the nearby river shifted its flow between southern and northern bays, depending on natural conditions. In response to this instability, the U.S. Army constructed a dike in 1852 to control the river's path. Stretching along California's iconic coastline, Malibu shines as a city filled with natural beauty and cultural richness. Centuries ago, the Chumash people thrived in this region, long before it gained fame among modern-day celebrities. Interestingly, the name Malibu originates from the Chumash word humaliwo, meaning the surf sounds loudly. Evidence of this indigenous heritage still appears across the city through museums, landmarks, and preserved cultural traditions. Originally built in 1905, the Malibu Pier functioned as a hub for transporting goods from the nearby ranchlands. Today, many people stroll along the pier to enjoy sweeping ocean views and the calm, scenic surroundings. Renowned for its waves, Surfrider Beach draws surfers globally who seek its ideal and consistent surf breaks. Thanks to its World Surfing Reserve status, the beach holds symbolic value within the international surfing community. Elsewhere in the city, the Getty Villa offers a striking glimpse into ancient Roman life and architecture. Those walking through its classical gardens and galleries experience a blend of history, art, and Mediterranean elegance. On another note, Malibu prioritizes conservation, protecting its natural landscapes through careful planning and ecological preservation. Among its treasured green spaces, Malibu Creek State Park and nearby mountains provide hiking trails and panoramic vistas. Locals and travelers often escape into these quieter areas for solitude, inspiration, and connection with nature. At the same time, Malibu balances its glamorous reputation with deep respect for heritage, sustainability, and community. No matter the interest, surfing, art, nature, or relaxation, this coastal city leaves a lasting impression on all who come. Lined with swaying palm trees and surrounded by water, this narrow strip of land offers a peaceful setting for picnics, fishing, and boating. Though connected to the mainland, its tropical charm makes visitors feel as though they've stepped onto a remote island retreat. It sits at the entrance of a busy bay, shielding the harbor and offering a calm space for moored boats and yachts. A man-made causeway links it to the nearby peninsula, making it easily accessible by foot, car, or bike. Despite being less than 1.5 miles long and only a few hundred feet wide, it offers plenty to explore in a single visit. Those planning a longer stay will find several hotels with waterfront views and quick access to downtown and the airport. The area was once a tidal sandbar that emerged only at low tide, before being built up with sand and soil after World War II. Dredging projects helped raise the land above sea level, and shaped the yacht basin that now draws boaters year-round. By the 1950s, the site was transformed into a harbor destination with deep water channels and marina infrastructure. Regulations at the time required all buildings to feature Polynesian-inspired architecture, contributing to its unique visual identity. While some structures have been modernized, many still reflect that original island aesthetic. The land is managed by the Regional Port Authority and does not include any permanent residential properties. Four hotels operate on the site, each offering dockside access and panoramic views of the water. Because of the marina's depth, it remains a favorite stop for both private yachts and visiting vessels. Whether you're strolling the promenade, launching a kayak, or simply watching the sunset, the relaxed energy of the place is unforgettable. The history of Santa Barbara stretches back over 13,000 years, with the Chumash tribe as the earliest settlers in the area. According to Chumash legend, dolphins originated when some island people were transformed by Earth Mother Hutash after falling into the ocean. Ancient rock art left by the Chumash was discovered after a fire exposed paintings made with hematite, seashells, and charcoal. In 1602, the Spanish explorer Sebastián Vizcaíno named the channel Santa Barbara, giving the area its lasting identity. Franciscans have continuously operated the local mission, making it the only one in the United States under such uninterrupted leadership. In 1969, UC Santa Barbara became one of the first ARPANET nodes, playing a key role in the early development of the Internet. Pigeon Point Lighthouse stands tall on the California coast and has guided ships safely since 1872. The lighthouse was built to warn vessels about the dangerous rocks and foggy conditions along this stretch of coastline. At 115 feet, it is one of the tallest lighthouses on the west coast of the United States. Its iconic white tower with a red roof is visible from miles away and is a popular subject for photographers. Originally, the lighthouse used a powerful Fresnel lens to project its beam across the ocean at night. The light was automated in 1974, but the structure remains an important historic landmark and tourist attraction. The surrounding area includes a state park offering scenic trails, picnic areas, and stunning ocean views. Many visitors come to hike along the rugged cliffs or watch migrating whales from the nearby bluff. Preservation efforts have helped maintain the lighthouse's original architecture and keep it accessible to the public. Pigeon Point Lighthouse continues to symbolize maritime safety in California's rich coastal history. Listed in the National Register of Historic Places in 2001, the San Francisco-Oakland Bay Bridge holds great significance. Its innovative multimodal design reflects the commuting needs and mindset of Californians during the 1930s. Constructed in 1936, the bridge was built to accommodate the rapid increase of automobiles and public transit lines. The growing demand for the Bay Bridge became clear in the 1920s as car registrations and population soared. California led the nation during the 1920s in automobile usage, transforming the urban landscape and infrastructure. The invention and popularity of the automobile reshaped cities, prompting new construction projects to support modern society. Measuring a total of 5 miles, the bridge actually combines 3 separate bridges and a tunnel into one structure. Engineering challenges at the foundation required creative solutions, led by Chief Engineer Charles Henry Purcell. Because of this ingenuity, the bridge's design broke several world records when it was completed. At the time, its suspension section was the longest in the United States and the world's longest cantilever span. The cantilever section alone stretched an impressive 1,400 feet, a remarkable feat for the era. Although the record has since been surpassed, the bridge remains an iconic engineering achievement today. Millions of commuters rely on the Bay Bridge daily as it connects San Francisco with Oakland efficiently. Serving as a critical freeway link, it plays an essential role in the transportation network of the Bay Area. The bridge's continued importance highlights its lasting impact on California's growth and development throughout the 20th century. Alcatraz Island became a strategic military site in the 1850s when the U.S. government installed over 100 cannons. The first lighthouse ever built on the West Coast was constructed on Alcatraz in the year 1852. After the 1906 earthquake severely damaged the original lighthouse, a stronger replacement was constructed and still stands. Once the military left the island, prisoners were assigned to rebuild the facility using the remaining structural foundations. Each inmate was housed in an individual cell, which significantly helped reduce conflict and violence inside the prison. Warm showers were installed in the prison to discourage escape attempts through the cold waters of San Francisco Bay. Strict silence rules during the 1930s limited prisoners from speaking, except during specific times like meals or recreation. From 1934 to 1963, 36 men attempted to escape, and 5 of them were never officially located or recaptured. Prisoners often worked various jobs, including tasks in the laundry, on the docks, or within maintenance crews. Softball and other recreational activities were regularly held, providing physical exercise and limited leisure time. Infamous criminals such as Al Capone and Machine Gun Kelly were incarcerated at Alcatraz under tight security. Correctional officers lived on the island with their families in converted military housing and used private facilities. Maintenance and operational costs eventually became too high, prompting the federal government to close the prison in 1963. A significant event occurred in 1969 when Native American activists occupied the island to protest federal Indian policies. Since becoming part of the national park system in 1972, the island has attracted millions of people interested in its legacy. Weighing approximately 887,000 tons, the Golden Gate Bridge once carried an even heavier load in the 1980s. Many locals initially opposed the bridge project, fearing it would ruin the ferry business between Marin and San Francisco. The bridge's distinct reddish-orange paint is officially named International Orange, chosen to enhance visibility in the fog. Constant repainting is necessary due to the bridge's size and exposure to wind, fog, and salt in the air. Rising 746 feet above the water, the towers of the Golden Gate Bridge are an impressive feat of 20th century engineering. During construction, a large safety net saved the lives of at least 19 workers who fell while building the bridge. When the bridge first opened in 1937, the toll for crossing in either direction was just 50 cents per vehicle. Recognized by civil engineers in the 1990s, the bridge earned a place among the 7 modern engineering wonders of the U.S. Stretching 1.7 miles, the structure offers passage to vehicles, cyclists, and pedestrians alike throughout much of the year. Originally the longest suspension bridge in the world, it has since been surpassed, but remains a symbol of American innovation. In 1985, the billionth person to cross the bridge happened to be a dentist named Dr. Molinari, marking a historic milestone. During the grand opening week in 1937, more than 200,000 people crossed the bridge on foot in celebration. With 40 million vehicles crossing annually, the bridge uses a movable median barrier to manage changing traffic flow patterns. Thick fog often caused maritime disasters, and over 300 shipwrecks have occurred near the waters beneath the bridge. A foghorn installed on the bridge still sounds during low visibility weather to warn passing ships and prevent further accidents. San Diego holds the rare distinction of being one of only 2 places on Earth where the Torrey pine tree naturally grows, best seen at the Torrey Pines State Natural Reserve. Known as the small farm capital of America, the county boasts over 7,000 small farms and leads the nation in avocado production. Interestingly, singer-songwriter Jason Mraz operates an organic farm near Oceanside that cultivates both avocados and coffee. San Diego played a role in aviation history too. Charles Lindbergh's Spirit of St. Louis, which completed the first solo transatlantic flight, was built by Ryan Airlines right here. On the beach side, Belmont Park's Giant Dipper roller coaster built in 1925, remains a registered historic landmark. The city's theater scene has sent several productions to Broadway, including Into the Woods and Jersey Boys. In pop culture, Fast Times at Ridgemont High was inspired by writer Cameron Crowe's time undercover at Claremont High School. Historic figures have also called San Diego home. Wyatt Earp lived at the Horton Grand Hotel for 7 years. La Jolla, a coastal neighborhood, was home to both Dr. Seuss and Dr. Jonas Salk, creator of the first successful polio vaccine. Mission Bay hosted the world's first modern triathlon in 1974, marking a milestone in endurance sports. When the San Diego Coronado Bridge opened in 1969, Ronald Reagan was the first to make the official crossing. Comic-Con International began with only 100 attendees in 1970 and now attracts over 130,000 fans annually. At the Whaley House Museum, visitors explore what's considered the most haunted house in the U.S. And for music lovers, San Diego gave rise to Blink-182, one of the most influential pop-punk bands of the 1990s. Located just across the bay from downtown San Diego, Coronado is a picturesque island known for its stunning beaches and charming atmosphere. The wide, sandy shores, glistening with mica, give the beach a sparkling appearance that draws travelers from all over the world. Often ranked among the best beaches in the United States, Coronado is an ideal destination for both romantic getaways and family vacations. Its nickname, the Crown City, reflects the town's elegant feel, from historic mansions and lush gardens to boutique shops and cozy cafes. Orange Avenue, the main street, offers a vibrant mix of restaurants, galleries, theaters, and the Coronado Museum of History and Art. Just a short walk or bike ride away, the beachfront boardwalk invites exploration with scenic views and fresh ocean breezes. On the island's opposite end, the ferry landing boasts more than 20 shops and eateries with breathtaking views of the San Diego skyline. Outdoor enthusiasts enjoy activities like sailing, stand-up paddling, kayaking, and even romantic gondola rides. The Coronado Public Golf Course is a favorite for golfers, praised for its quality and value. Each spring since 1922, the Coronado Flower Show adds color and life to the town, attracting nature lovers and garden enthusiasts alike. A highlight for many is the historic Hotel del Coronado, a Victorian masterpiece built in 1888 and now a National Historic Landmark. The hotel has hosted presidents, royalty, and Hollywood stars, adding layers of glamour and intrigue to its legacy. Legend has it that author L. Frank Baum found inspiration for the Emerald City during his stays at the hotel. Whether lounging on the beach or strolling through its historic streets, Coronado offers a timeless Southern California experience. San Francisco Bay is a vast estuary system that flows past cities, industries, suburbs, marshes, and farmland. It includes major bodies of water like San Francisco, San Pablo, and Suisun Bays. These waters form part of the Bay Delta, which stretches over 1,600 square miles and extends more than 70 miles inland. The Bay's watershed drains about 40% of California's land, including runoff from the Sierra Nevada. It contains 90% of the state's coastal wetlands, supporting rich biodiversity. Oakland's Lake Merritt, the country's largest urban saltwater lake, is part of this watershed. Suisun Marsh, located at the eastern edge of Suisun Bay, is the West Coast's largest contiguous brackish marsh. Fresh water from the Central Valley meets salt water near Carquinez Strait, forming a dynamic mixing zone. This location, known as X2, shifts with wet or dry years. Coit Tower stands proudly atop Telegraph Hill and is one of San Francisco's most recognizable landmarks. It was funded by Lily Hitchcock Coit, a wealthy socialite who left part of her fortune to honor the city's firefighters. Although many believe the tower resembles a fire hose nozzle, it was actually designed in the sleek Art Deco style by architect Henry Howard. The tower's unique shape was intended to make a statement without overwhelming the small hill it stands on. Inside, visitors can see vibrant murals painted during the Great Depression that sparked controversy for their political themes. Some parts of the murals were even censored and locked away during a 1934 labor strike. Interestingly, 4 of the mural artists were women, which was quite rare at the time. Coit Tower also caused local drama when a cafe owner fired a rifle at it, claiming it blocked his view. Around the tower, wild parrots squawk loudly, adding to the area's unique charm. Though not the tallest structure in the city, Coit Tower offers breathtaking views of San Francisco and its bay. Pacific Beach is a vibrant coastal neighborhood in San Diego that blends surf culture with a laid-back lifestyle. This area is especially popular among young adults, surfers, and college students seeking sunshine and ocean waves. Professionals and families are also drawn to its scenic shoreline, relaxed pace, and diverse community atmosphere. Ocean Walk, the beachfront boardwalk, is perfect for jogging, biking, rollerblading, or simply enjoying the ocean breeze. Crystal Pier extends into the Pacific Ocean and offers a great spot for watching surfers, marine life, and sunsets. Garnet Avenue and Mission Boulevard are lined with restaurants, cafes, bars, and shops, catering to every taste and style. Kate Sessions Park, perched on a hill, provides panoramic views of Mission Bay, downtown, and the Coronado Bridge. Many people spend the day there relaxing under trees, playing games, or hosting casual outdoor gatherings with friends. Tourmaline Surf Park at the north end of the beach is known for gentle waves and a strong surf community. The area is also family-friendly, with kids enjoying the beach, skate parks, and ice cream shops like the Baked Bear. Historic homes from the 1950s now sell for millions, reflecting the neighborhood's increasing popularity and demand. The Malibu Pier was originally built in 1905 to support the freight and agricultural operations of the Malibu Rancho. It served as a vital shipping point where hides, grains, and fruits were loaded and sent to larger transport vessels. Essential building materials and daily supplies for the ranch were also delivered to this pier by ship. A private railroad operated within the ranch and terminated near the pier, connecting inland operations to the coast. In 1932, a decorative entrance tower was constructed using colorful Malibu potteries tile, adding artistic charm to the site. That same year, a wall was built alongside the road leading to the pier from the nearby Adamson house. By 1934, the pier was open for public use, including recreational fishing and boat shuttles to offshore fishing barges. When the land company went bankrupt, bondholders took control and expanded the pier to its current 780-foot length. From its earliest days, Laguna Beach has distinguished itself from the rest of Orange County in many unique ways. The region was originally called Lagunas by native coastal tribes who were drawn to its rare freshwater lagoons. When settlers arrived in the 1870s, they found land that had never been part of any Spanish land grant. Under the Timber Culture Acts, homesteaders received 160 acres by planting trees and living on the steep rocky terrain. Since the land was unsuitable for farming or ranching, it instead developed a reputation as a charming coastal retreat. Early travelers from inland towns would endure long trips just to camp or build modest summer homes by the sea. By 1888, only 15 families lived there year-round, though the beaches were filled with tents every summer weekend. The peaceful beauty and coastal views kept attracting more people, and the area slowly gained permanent cultural importance. An artist named Norman St. Clair helped establish Laguna Beach as a haven for creative minds and landscape painters. He inspired dozens of artists to move there, forming a growing community that embraced both nature and fine art. By 1918, the Laguna Beach Art Association was officially established and continues to play a major cultural role. Two beloved annual events, the Festival of Arts and Pageant of the Masters, emerged in the early 1930s. Over time, Laguna Beach welcomed notable figures like John Steinbeck, Tennessee Williams, and even actress Bette Davis. The town now supports more than 75 art galleries and depends heavily on the arts, rather than industry, for growth. Its scenic cliffs, ocean views, and artistic legacy continue to make it one of California's most distinctive coastal towns. Los Angeles is a major metropolis in Southern California, recognized as the nation's second most populous city, nestled between the Pacific Ocean and the San Gabriel Mountains. This dynamic urban center thrives on ambition, artistic energy, and limitless potential, deeply influenced by the diverse communities that call it home. With people from 140 nations and over 220 languages spoken, LA stands among the most culturally vibrant cities in the world. Travelers are invited to experience the city's rich perspectives and welcoming spirit that define daily life in LA. Whether it's your first visit or your 50th, there's always something unexpected to discover in this city of endless reinvention. Los Angeles features world-renowned museums, iconic beaches, top-tier sports teams, and a culinary scene as diverse as its population. The city warmly welcomes all to join its ever-evolving story, one shaped by creatives, pioneers, and bold dreamers. San Francisco is a lively city in California with a population of 864,263, celebrated for its incredible culinary diversity. Situated on a peninsula between the Pacific Ocean and San Francisco Bay, it functions as both a vibrant city and an important port in Northern California. As a cultural and financial center of the western United States, San Francisco ranks among the nation's most cosmopolitan urban areas. The city consistently appears near the top of North American city rankings, with ambitions to become one of the world's smartest cities. San Francisco is working to lower its carbon footprint by increasing use of renewable energy, which currently makes up 41% of its power supply. It also hosts the largest Chinatown outside of Asia and the oldest in all of North America. This bustling neighborhood remains one of the most visited and cherished parts of the city by tourists. Beyond its urban appeal, the city's steep hills offer breathtaking views of colorful Victorian houses and iconic cable cars. The Golden Gate Bridge, often shrouded in fog, stands as a world-famous symbol of innovation and resilience. Locals and visitors alike enjoy exploring vibrant districts like the Mission, Haight-Ashbury, and the Castro, each with its own unique character. The Pacific coast of the United States is a place where land and ocean meet with power, beauty, and mystery. Here, you'll find golden beaches and rugged cliffs, ancient forests brushing against salt-filled air, and sunsets that seem to set the horizon on fire. You can walk barefoot through shifting sands, listen to waves crashing beneath sea stacks, or watch whales breach beyond the fog. This coast holds the memory of indigenous cultures, bold explorers, and the timeless rhythm of the sea. Each stretch, from California's sunlit coves to Oregon's dramatic headlands and Washington's stormy shores, has its own story to tell. It's not just a coastline, it's a living edge of a continent, shaped by wind, water, and time. And just when you think you've reached the end of the road, another turn reveals something completely unexpected. Thank you for traveling this coastal journey with me.